A lifetime ago, I had a baby girl. I named her Amanda and held her one precious time before she died. Heart complications, Mother said, and I believed her. Until last night, when news came that my Amanda is alive. It wasn't enough for my cold, bitter mother to destroy my marriage to Jim Shaw 5 days after it began. She felt the need to cleanse all trace of Cherokee ancestry from her home, even if it meant banishing my child and lying about it. I find solace knowing Amanda lived with her father, Jim, until he died. But now that she lives with his older brother, John, who stopped speaking to Jim 14 years ago, I'm not sure what to feel.
May we offer you some refreshments?
Well, hot tea would be lovely. Peach.
I'm afraid we don't drink that anymore.
I do. I never stopped.
Coming right up.
My little Amanda. My baby girl grew up without me.
Not entirely.
I bring news.
Where did you come from?
Asheville, the home of Mrs. Mary Elizabeth Taft, my mother, your grandmother Taft.
The grandmother Taft who broke up your marriage? And told you I died being born and separated us at birth? And told Daddy you were dead? That grandmother Taft is who you live with?
Not anymore. She said if I left in search of you to never return, so I'm quite homeless.
Stuff and nonsense. You can come live with us as long as you want.
What kind of mother banishes her child from her home?
A very sad one.
Don't you mean cruel or heartless? Why did you live with her?
I'm all she has. Had.
I'm sure once she sees Mandie, she'll take you both back.
She's not going to see me.
She will, if you choose to live with your mother.
Nobody gets on my train without a ticket, you losers.
We'll wash the windows and scrub the floors.
No. We'll ride on the roof.
No, we most certainly will not.
My trains are never ever under no circumstances late. You have now wasted 42 seconds of my time. Excuse me.
Please, I just want to go home to my warm, clean, safe bed.
I bring John news. Lost antler cave mine.
Any news of that infernal hole in the ground is not welcome here.
I will not keep any more secrets. Please excuse.
If I knock my ball through those 2 hoops and hit the stick, I win?
Yes, but if you hit your mother's ball, you'll get another turn.
I don't need another turn.
Slowly. Think about it.
He's trying to postpone losing to me.
Lovely shot, darling.
Why try? I win. Even if your ball hits mine, mine hits the post first. I still win.
Possibly.
There's no other option. Why does he think for so long?
If I knew that, you might never have been born.
Jumpin' Jiminy! Is that allowed?
No rules prohibit it.
There's always another option if you think about it long enough. Now I'm afraid you must excuse me. Miscreants have discovered Lost Antler Cave Mine and a way to breathe inside it. Ned and I leave first thing in the morning.
No!
If you both are gone when I return, I will understand.
Send someone else.
No one will go.
No one. No bold, risky young man with strong lungs.
It's too late for you, John. What you're hoping for is unattainable. Please, let it go.
What do you think, Mandie? If I made a very special promise years ago but couldn't keep it, and now I have a second chance, should I keep my promise?
Yes. If you take us with you.
Too dangerous.
Too dangerous for whom? You're the one who nearly died last time.
Liza! Down here! Can you have this sent to Joe right away?
I'd be needing to ask Aunt Lou.
Please, before the telegraph office closes?
If I be getting into any trouble.
Blame me.
Aunt Lou, what do you do when you're watching a loved one on a collision course with disaster and he will not listen to you?
Well, you wait for the crash and pray there'll be something left to salvage. Or you don't let him tell you or your daughter what to do.
Mother, Elizabeth, my friend Joe is bold and risky, and Polly is intelligent, and I know the secret of the mine, so with all our help, Uncle John can keep his promise.
Amanda, I don't need John's permission to go somewhere. And as my daughter, neither do you. I'm not at all comfortable with this, but would you go with me? Follow him.
Just a minute. Y'all need to fortify yourselves.
This ain't right. Miss Elizabeth, that'd be like looking in a woman's pocketbook.
Would you care to suggest an alternative? Oh, well done. Start copying.
Under great duress against my will.
And very, very quickly. Mandie, keep an eye out.
Daddy.
One more riddle.
No time. Go in, Lou.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, Ma! Darling, we could make you a beard.
You're not turning me in for some reward.
Well, I would come get you out of jail just as soon as I collected the money. Honey?
You'd leave me in there to rot.
I most certainly would not. Perhaps you should put on your thinking cap to think of a better idea.
Perhaps we should bring more people. Safety in numbers.
Are you worried about going?
No, not at all.
Good. No room for fear. Now, this to guide the way. This to interpret riddles along the way. And this to protect the way. Now listen here. Under no circumstances do either of you ever enter the cave mine. And you have the whole trip to put your pretty heads together to make sure John doesn't either. Are we agreed?
Mr. John, would you mind awfully if we ignore the doorbell while you're gone?
Not at all.
Will you please take care of Snowball?
If you'll please promise to bring back everyone in one piece.
Rather unintimidating looking fellows. Are we on schedule?
Always.
Joe, what brings you to Franklin?
Whenever Daddy left for trips, Joe would visit.
But how did you get word to him so quickly?
Ned helped me send up smoke signals. Joe, did you forget your suitcase?
John, are you quite sure this is the only option?
Lavender.
Provence, lavender. You brought it.
For my time in France.
Your year in France. Ned, keep him safe this time.
Goodbye. You'd think they'd stay to see us off.
I think Papoose tired of goodbyes.
We need him.
What if Mr. John sees us boarding?
He won't.
This area is off limits. Kindly step away.
We'll just board right here.
No one boards by the caboose.
Well then, just a moment, please.
Not in one moment, now.
Well, you can't mean to load these all by yourself.
Stop it, stop it, stop it. Kindly board if you're boarding.
Is this what you mean by being on schedule?
Please take your seat, sir. Is there a problem here?
No, sir. No problem.
We are now 4 minutes and 22 seconds late, all because of you. I shall now go explain this to him.
Oh, is that really necessary?
Please forgive us, sir. Elizabeth Taft, meet Joe and Polly.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Taft.
Oh, Miss Taft, I feel like I'm in a dream. You're ever so much more beautiful than your photograph.
Thank you, Polly. Would you please allow Amanda and I a moment alone? I cannot take care of them and you.
We can take care of ourselves. If those people who broke into the cave found out a way to breathe, why can't we?
I knew it. We're going to the old Cherokee gold mine, aren't we?
It's not a gold mine, it's a cave. It's both.
Are we going to find the gold?
I think so. We're going into a poisoned cave in search of rumored gold.
No. We are going to prevent John from ever entering the cave mine.
Did you bring your science book?
In my suitcase.
We're gonna help Uncle John breathe in the mine so he can keep his long-lost promise.
What promise?
To whom? I don't know. Yet. But I think it has something to do with the gold.
Sugar Plum, we're on the train. We're going home.
Home, sweet home.
Back to our warm, safe bed.
Shoo! Wait, you smell.
So do you, but I'm not dwelling on it. We're going home.
That's all that holds these cars together?
Step away from the railing now.
These cars couldn't accidentally separate, could they?
Never have and never will. The hose clamp is locked. The crank arm is tight. Perfectly safe. Keep away from the railing.
We are going to behave this entire trip so that we make it home without incident.
Darling, what incident could I possibly get into here?
Shoo-wee!
It's probably a dead rat. Where's my suitcase?
Joe, did you miss me?
I miss you both. Desperately.
Elizabeth, those big carpet bags are empty.
Somebody, go tell somebody. I will, when the conductor returns. Hey, that's the wanted man from the poster. Half of $1,000.
Do you really think they're gonna give a reward to somebody who's illegally on this train?
If you had a loving husband, we'd know it by now.
Maybe we should jump off the train here rather than go up to the next station and backtrack.
Show me, other man.
It's probably in my coat.
Caboose, no!
hear you.
Somebody who? Help! Help! He's a wanted man! Somebody save me, please!
Where's your husband?
Your loving husband is here? Polly, you go find the conductor. You tell him you have the thief and that you want half of the $1,000 reward.
Go right now, child!
Don't you take one itty-bitty step, missy. Lady, I know where you can find 10 times as much gold as that reward.
Liar! Liar, liar!
I'm a thief, not a liar. Don't you want to get you some?
Where?
Top of that mountain yonder.
Oh, can we please not?
He just loves to play hide and go seek.
We're not cutting off your circulation, are we?
Lady, the terrains are changing. If you want to jump off this train alive, you best do it now.
No, wait just a minute. My little squash seed, if that was gold in that there sack that he's clutching, would we have to go on this wild goose chase?
It ain't gold.
No. No, no, of course not.
No! Careful! I'll show you. It's a scrubber. Helps you breathe when you're in poisonous air.
Careful!
I am! Where are they, Polly? Out of sight! We have to get that scrubber. I am not jumping off a moving train. I don't think we should do this. Of course we shouldn't.
Pull, Mandie, pull!
Aren't we overreacting just a teensy bit? Yes. There absolutely, positively must be another way. Like what? I don't know. Mandie, your mother.
Pull harder! Pull harder!
Too late. Too late. Only until we get the scrubber. Then they'll forgive us. I promise.
Where are your children?
Can you please stop the train?
Town. 4 minutes and 3 seconds.
What have we done? They'll send us to jail! Jail! Lower!
I'm trying!
Jump! No! Then we'll leave you here!
No! We stay together.
May I give you the short version now and explain later? And will you please wait until I'm finished before exploding?
It depends on what's happened.
Mandie, Polly, and Joe are on the caboose, which they have disconnected from the train.
What's that for?
In case you don't catch up with them.
We don't need it. We're gonna take Uncle John's rucksack as a peace offering.
Go!
What if I get tired and slow you down?
I'll carry you piggyback.
I'm tired. How do we know where to go? We follow the riddles.
I find caboose. You go to Clips.
We need my knapsack.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We're detaining you for questioning.
After I've found my daughter.
I really must insist.
So must I. After you. Good man. For 2 horses, we'll be back in a few days. I'm John Shaw. Thank you.
John, rip the back of my dress. Hurry! Thank you.
I had rather go alone.
I'd rather you make an effort to keep up with me.
Feet hurt. Tell him to stop.
No, Nat! I hate Nat!
If we start climbing now, we can get to the top of the hill first.
And then we can attack.
Attack? No.
Outsmart. Right now, outrun.
Go, 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 go!
Alrighty. How do we attack?
Which way will they go?
The easy way is quick to please, and set your aching bones at ease.
Amen.
But should you aspire to race more swiftly, you'll find a second path to victory. If when the trail begins to narrow, you persevere straight as an arrow. How are you supposed to know which way?
Well, if I'm Roach, I'm sick and tired of Gaynell Snow's constant jabbering. I want the swiftest way.
You're so clever. Sadly.
I have an idea.
No. No way.
Please.
John! She's exhausted.
Who is? How does that feel?
Better than I expected.
What if something goes wrong? It won't if everyone does their part. How do you know? Have you even thought once about how foolhardy this is? Of course not. Look, Joe was right. We already knew that.
Honey bunches, would you mind carrying me, please? Please, please?
No. No, no. You too tired to carry on, Sugar Plum?
Of course not. Pudding pie.
Holly, pull me up, pull me up!
No!
Molly, give me your hand!
Hold the rope! Got it! Get him! Pull him up, Polly! I am!
Ain't nobody steals from the king of thieves.
Go, 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 go!
Why couldn't you hold on to him? You've been doing a great job of it so far.
It wasn't Polly's fault.
We should have taken our time, thought of a better plan. It was perfect. If only you'd held on.
Polly! Joe! We propose a truce. Why compete when we can help each other?
They're gone.
Daddy said the cave smelled bad, like rotten eggs. Sulfur. Ugh, smells positively horrendous.
So, while inside the mine, you breathe sulfur instead of oxygen?
Sulfur is a solid which doesn't smell. Sulfur dioxide is a gas which smells like rotten eggs and can only be created in the presence of air.
So, inside the mine, there is some oxygen.
Yes, we need a tank to pump the poisoned air into.
And a pump.
And a filter to let the oxygen in but keep the sulfur dioxide out. Worth a try. And we need something to connect to our nose.
Francis, John. Francis!
Duck!
John! Thank you. I was in dire need of additional excitement.
Liz, why did you come?
Can we
Why
please-
did you bring Mandie?
Can we please just stay focused on watching where we are going?
Fine, we are focused. Now answer the question.
How many excursions did you take during the time that we knew each other?
The exact number escapes me.
Shall we say several?
Yes.
Why did you never take me along? Not even one time.
Because I had no desire to infuriate your mother.
Why not?
Because, Elizabeth, unlike my brother, I cared what your mother thought. And I did not want to cause a rift between you. She's the only family you had.
You never told me that.
I guess I thought it was obvious.
I think we should try to take the scrubber again. No! Just give me a little time. I'll think of something. If we can get to the top of these cliffs first, we could attack. Since outspreading didn't work last time. But they have a gun. I wish we could go that slow. A cliff so craggy and so wide conceals its secret to the side. That side's closer. Sentinel safe with hands of stone. Be sure to climb not up alone. With hands of stone? I cannot climb this.
I'll help you. Mandie, are your hands made of stone?
No.
Then how about you stop looking at them like they'll give you the answer? You gotta think outside of the ordinary.
Oh, right. You're the clever one. You solve it then. He will. Faster than you.
I got it!
Hands of stone.
Elizabeth, is there any chance you can handle a shortcut?
Is this the way it would go if Ned were here?
Yes.
And I shall give it a try.
I have an idea.
Yes. I think I can handle it.
Good. We're not finished.
If y'all hold the corners, I'll dive underneath and get the scrubber. In my opinion, this is not a good idea. Nothing is a good idea in your opinion. I have good ideas. Like what? Like we don't attack people with guns. Bad idea.
Good idea.
Let's go now. Take it off!
What are you doing?
We thought you were Miss Snow and the robber. They have a scrubber. It helps you breathe in the mine. We've been trying to get it for you. That's why we separated the caboose.
Please take them home. By way of the train station so Mandie can ask forgiveness and discover how much she owes in damages.
But we were trying to help you.
By separating the caboose from a moving train? By getting your friends in serious danger? By totally disrupting my plans or attacking your mother and I at a cliff edge?
You promised he'd forgive us. If we got the scrubber. Uncle John!
Ah, and how much time do you think Ned has wasted looking all over the caboose for this?
Don't you want to breathe in the mine?
I want to get a chance to follow Ned and mine's plan without the inept ruining everything.
We're not inept.
No. I would think foolish is a more accurate adjective for a child who separates a caboose from a train while in motion.
Roach in the snow should arrive any minute.
We can still get the scrubber with the blanket.
Amanda, we are here to keep John out of the mine, not enable him.
Why not enable him if it helps him keep his promise?
Because it's not a promise you'll want him to keep.
It better be.
Now, we are following John, and we are doing it my way.
Would you please let us help you keep your promise?
You want to help me enter a poisonous cave mine?
No!
To find a box which belongs to your grandmother Taft. A very special box, a 1,000-year-old box. And then you want to help me return it to your grandmother Taft to help restore our relationship with her? I didn't think so.
You're not going after the gold?
You knew this was for Grandmother Taft all along?
That's why I tried to stop him.
How can a box be 1,000 years old?
It's not unusual for royal families to pass down valuables throughout the generations.
For 1,000 years.
Royal families? I'm sorry. I thought we were going to help him find the gold. A 1,000-year-old box from your royal ancestors? Isn't so bad. How could he want to risk his life for Grandmother Taft?
Why don't you just ask him?
Dapper men never make any sense. That's what Mom always says.
If we don't get to go inside the cave mine, may we at least see the entrance?
It's at the river.
Where?
Where do you think? Ah, now where'd you get that?
Mandie?
She's not altogether inept.
Beneath the river, behind her tears, lay rich the secrets kept for years. One stoop step shall be your goal, to pierce the window of my soul.
Good. Now you can ponder that while the two of you serve as lookouts on the other side of camp.
I think the rumor's true. There's still gold in the cave mine.
Papoose! I've been searching and searching.
Why are you helping Uncle John risk his life for Grandmother Taft?
Mustache John.
It works!
You're so clever.
My dear Elizabeth. My dear. All my love, John. All my love. My dear Elizabeth, I do not know how to begin a life without you. My dear Elizabeth, with all my love, John. My dear Elizabeth, do you still pray to the everlasting Father, as you called him? I must admit, my dear, that I do not. All my love, John. Miss Taft, I have erased you from my memory. I shall return to my travels with gusto. Adventures await. Farewell, John.
Oh. Isn't Mr. John absolutely positively the sweetest?
Ned!
I know, Papoose. That spring is peace offering.
Did you see Gay now?
Hear her. Far away. I'm tired. I'm hurting. I want gold.
Why do this for Grandmother Taft?
Your grandmother had an older sister whom she adored. That sister married a Cherokee, and they owned Lost Antler Cave Mine. Then came the Trail of Tears, and though she was a white woman, she marched with her husband and she died. It broke your grandmother's heart. And it was rumored that the sister had put the family heirloom box with the gold in the cave mine.
So there is gold.
It used to be, now I don't know. But her father went back for that family box and was killed by a Cherokee. And her mother died of a broken heart. And at 16 years old, your grandmother Taft was North Carolina's wealthiest orphan. Completely alone and blaming the Cherokee. So I promised your mother that I would go back to that cave, find that box, take it back to your grandmother, and restore her relationship to the Cherokee.
That is your very special promise.
I came, but
you were nearly killed by poison.
And your mother married your father, my little brother, and there was no reason to try again.
Until now.
It's foolish, unnecessary, and pointless for you to go inside the mine. Even if you do find the box. Mother's so much worse now. She'll treat you terribly.
Then I'll be as nice to her as I can be.
It won't work with Mother. You will fail.
I have to try.
How did Uncle John almost die last time?
Stayed inside the cave mine too long, trying to solve a riddle.
We have to follow him.
And break our promise to Aunt Lou.
She'll understand.
Beneath the river, behind her tears, one stoop step to pierce the window of my soul. How can it be both beneath and behind the river? That's impossible.
I'll figure it out before you do.
Oh, without your heels against the wall and to the black abyss you'll fall. Here. Those with patience soon will see the danger in numbers. 2, 3, and correctly time each poisonous blast until this trial is safely passed.
Careful, slower.
But we have to hurry. Steady, steady.
Let's go.
I don't care if you beat me, Joe, just solve it.
Ned, hang with me. Remember now my lullaby, and blow to find the key that hides within the notes that lie inside the melody. We're looking for a pipe or a flute, or even a hole in the wall.
John, I go.
No, Ned, you can't.
Godspeed.
Someone carry me up this hill.
Hey, is this even working?
Of course.
That's.
Well, whoever he is, he ain't no more.
Have you no shame, woman?
Amanda!
Waterfall! Beneath and behind the river!
I absolutely, positively cannot go in there. I'm quite sorry.
Can you stay here alone? I'll stay with her.
You don't have to.
Bring me some gold.
John alone. Bad people ahead. No rush.
How hard can it be to find a pipe?
I'm gonna make me a big gold ring, a big gold ring, a big gold ring.
Hello, Peter.
I'm
Will you
gonna
please
make me
keep quiet?
big sparkly necklace, a big sparkly necklace, a big sparkly necklace.
You have the gun handy?
Emergencies only.
Define emergency.
I'm gonna make me a sparkly necklace, a sparkly necklace.
If you don't shut your trap and stop your flapping, you'll scare the bats.
Bats? Bats? I hate bats.
Get up!
Are you quite certain that they're gone?
Oh no, there's plenty more. Larger and larger the deeper you go.
Excuse me.
Kindly let us pass. We'll rescue Mandie's uncle and exit.
What is he doing here?
Wild goose chase. But he'll be out of oxygen shortly. Excuse us.
You. Alone.
uncle does not strike me as the wild goose chase type.
And he already has the gold, so he must be after something else.
Something more valuable?
What kind of goose is he chasing?
A foolish one.
Is there a riddle for this goose? Ha! You're trying to make something up real quick like. It's hard rhyming under pressure, ain't it? Tell us the riddle now!
Patient eyes alone shall see the light by which to set me free. Reflect upon the path behind you to illuminate the steps before you.
We'll ask your uncle, and if his rhyme matches yours, you could go. And if it don't...
Dad!
I can't find the pipe or the flute.
I'm getting you out of here!
No.
I've got Mandie!
Can I have some air?
Thank you. Goodbye.
Just one small thing.
We don't have time.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Give the man some air.
Lack of oxygen will keep him honest. Now, tell me the patient eyes riddle. And your version better match your niece's.
Patient eyes alone shall see the light by which to set me free. Reflect upon the path behind you to illuminate the steps before you.
Alrighty then. You can go.
Can anyone see the pipe?
No!
Now listen, there's an exit where the box is hidden. We can still make it. Mandie, I should have come back for your father. I should have found him, my little brother. I should have forgiven him before he died. I'm so sorry. Just thought this might help a little bit.
No! Mandie! No! Yes, Mama. I'll meet you at the exit.
I don't feel very well, and this thing isn't helping.
'Cause you done broke it. Wait here. Come find me when I whistle.
Scorpion.
Did you find us some pack mules?
Free ones. Nah, they only got 2 legs, but that's good, because I could get them inside the mine.
Well, now. That's a pretty little pack mule.
Excuse me?
We need 4-legged animals, not humans. Get them out of here, and don't come back till you find some.
No. I'm gonna be down that hallway looking for the box that Mr. John Shaw was after.
John! Do you hear me, John Shaw? Breathe! He said there's another exit.
Mandie, wait! Ned sent me.
That's the most confounded riddle I ever heard.
Yeah? Well, Mandie and John both said it identical like.
Patient eyes alone may see.
I only told them half of it.
May we please have some air?
My scrubber done broke.
Only if you mind me enough gold. Go put 'em to work. Patient eyes alone may see. Oh, I can be patient.
Return the torch from whence it came.
The light by which to set me free.
Survey the depths beyond the flame.
What if there's a pool in the gold room?
Reflect upon the path behind you to illuminate the steps before you.
Careful of the bats.
Reflect upon the path behind you to illuminate the steps before you. Path behind you.
No pool.
Pitiful. Pathetic. Pittance. Faster!
You think he solved it on half a riddle? Return the torch from whence it came. Survey the depths beyond the flame. Patient eyes alone shall see the light by which to set me free.
Light in the water.
Reflect upon the path behind you to illuminate the steps before you.
Steps.
Ow. Reflect upon the path. I don't see a path. Illuminate the steps. Illuminate the steps.
I told you. The path is poison, Mandie. We gotta go back.
No, there's another option. And if we think long enough, we can figure it out.
We don't have time.
Calm down.
I can't breathe.
I'll solve it before you do. Survey the depths beyond the flame. Reflect upon the path behind me to illuminate the steps before me. Reflect. Reflect. Reflect upon the path behind me to illuminate the steps before me. I figured it out.
Scorpion's coming. Breathe. Breathe.
Throw rocks at the tunnel ceiling. Now.
All right, who's there? And where are you?
Where's the box?
God.
What's the riddle for the exit?
Don't know.
Mandie. Mandie, help.
I can't.
You sound like Polly.
Yes. Now help me.
The work of your inept and unqualified niece.
I am sorry.
Now you can keep your promise.
They're mining Cherokee gold.
Mr. Spot.
No, don't stop. You seem to be having a mighty fine time. We're quite happy for you to continue. You can mine every ounce of gold in this room. I'll even pay you $1 a day. Then you'll have the privilege of helping us return the gold to its rightful owner, the Cherokees.
I have a college education. I'm worth $3 a day.
Excellent. If you'll mine 3 times as much gold as everyone else in the same time, you have yourself a deal.
No fair.
I got a college education.
Liar. You can't even disguise yourself properly.
Ouch, you nincompoop!
Doggone it, woman. You could run a scam to save your life.
Elizabeth, meet Jim's widow and her friend.
Her husband, Zach Hughes.
I just want to go home.
Who gets to open it?
Amanda's grandmother. Gather your courage, ladies. We should like a word with Mrs. Mary Elizabeth Taft.
Please wait here. I'm sorry, but I have no appointments currently scheduled. Might they be expected at the Taft Pig Farm down the street?
Mrs. Taft, please forgive our breach in etiquette. We were too anxious to send ahead or dress properly.
Too anxious to see me? To what could I possibly owe this dubious pleasure? Did John finally include you on one of his trips? My daughter was always so anxious to join you. I just presumed you never liked her enough to take her.
The problem with presuming is that you never know for sure.
Quite right. But we all have our own little presumptions, don't we? Which are quite likely incorrect. Why? I'm quite certain they led you to believe that I annulled your mother's marriage to your father, Jim, because I don't care for the Cherokee. Incorrect. I annulled the marriage because your mother loved John, not your father. And I simply could not abide the dishonesty.
Mother.
Oh, come now, dear. Surely this is not news. Well, well. Isn't it a relief to have the truth out at last?
Are you really my grandmother? Why did you tell Mother I was dead? Why did you send me away?
Because I did not care for the Cherokee. And because I could not fathom raising one in my own home after what they'd done to my family. But I doubt you've heard that part of the story.
Quite the contrary, Mrs. Taft. She knows everything. We have brought you a gift.
I'm honored that you came all this way to give me a filthy potato sack.
It's been no trouble, ma'am.
Aside from Amanda and John nearly dying.
What could you have brought that I could possibly want?
Absolutely nothing. We'd be happy to leave and never return.
Ha! I see my quick wit just skipped a generation.
Mrs. Taft, we, Cherokee, believe it is proper to return a thing to its rightful owner, no matter that it's been decades out of her possession, no matter how wronged we may have been.
I sent so many to search for this. No more would go.
Amanda found it.
Uncle John wanted you to believe that he and I are decent people. He couldn't bring back your family, so we went after this.
Well, you do recall how to use a bathtub, do you not? Calvin? Yes. You are my granddaughter.
Excuse me.
John and I were just having a lively discussion about what should happen next, and I thought you should be included. Given the choice, where would you prefer to live, here or at the Shaw Mansion?
Elizabeth, would you please slow down?
You assume that it's going to be an easy decision for her, but I don't see it that way.
Then we'll share her back and forth until she decides.
Stop! Did you read the letters I snuck in your purse?
Yes.
If you really loved Uncle John instead of Daddy, why'd you marry Daddy?
I didn't think that John loved me. And I had no reason to believe that that would change.
I loved you the day we met and every day after. I loved you on every trip I took alone. And even when you married my brother.
And then you erased me from your memory.
And then you returned, and oh, I did not love you when you arrived. And I certainly didn't love you on the train. But then you had to go and ride that horse and not turn around when I asked you to and carry me out of the cave. Elizabeth, I love you. I always have, and I always will.
Should I leave you alone now?
Absolutely not.